You're listening to the Davey Mac Sports Program on the Riotcast Network, riotcast.com.
Oh, man.
What's wrong, Pepper?
Davey Mac, I'm looking to buy a new car, and the process is just such a hassle. There's got to be a better way.
Oh, there is. TrueCar.com. At TrueCar.com, you can actually see what others paid for the car you're looking for in your area, so you know when you're getting a great price. Pepper, TrueCar.com.
So I have to go to TrueCar.com, and it'll make this process easier?
Easy peasy. Go to TrueCar.com, get a savings certificate, and just take your savings certificate to the TrueCar certified dealer, so you don't need to worry about the hassle and anxiety of the old way of buying a car. And TrueCar users save an average of $3,000 off MSRP, Pepper.
$3,000? I've only just heard of TrueCar.com, and I feel my anxiety disappearing.
I have no anxiety because of TrueCar.com. Why wouldn't you go? Negotiation-free, guaranteed savings, hassle-free experience, and a TrueCar certified dealer that is committed to a new and better way to buy a car. Save time, save money, never overpay. TrueCar.com.
Davey Mac, I'm going to TrueCar.com right now.
Great job, Pepper.
It's the Davey Mac Sports Program.
Now there's a steal by Bird. Underneath the DJ, lays it in. Right up, 1 second left. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier.
Oh, a spectacular move by Michael Jordan. Oh, wow. In your life have you seen anything like that? Wide right.
Little roller up along first. Behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it.
Oh, the band is out on the field. He's going to go in the end zone. He's going to go in the end zone. The Bears have won. The Bears have won. Oh, my God. You believe in miracles?
It's the Davey Mac Sports Program on riotcast.com. And here's your host, Davey Mac.
Thank you. Thank you, Chris Stanley.
What?
Thank you. Davey Mac Sports Program, Eastside Dave, Davey Mac, a.k.a. the Sports Master. Master. I am the one that they are after.
He's the one, huh? Seems things have changed.
Things have really changed. His Pepper hasn't been here in 2 weeks. We fired Roy. We've replaced him with America's most popular Davey Mac Sports Program member, Davey Baby.
Yeah.
Back for his 3rd week. Everyone thought, once Pepper comes back, adios, Gabe. Adios to that fucking soccer freaking Puerto Rican weirdo.
I like that rhymes.
But that's not the case. You're in for Roy tonight, aren't you?
Yep.
Actually, Roy's off, Pepper, in Vietnam. He's touring.
He's in the NAM.
He's in Vietnam. Someone forgot to tell him that the war's over. I believe he just killed 8 Vietnamese children.
He had some unfinished
He
business.
better get to Cambodia because they're not going to let him out of the
No, they're not. With me as always, Chris Pepper Stanley. He's back.
Welcome home, buddy.
Engineer extraordinaire, the guy who doesn't know who Tony Gwynn is, Sean O'Barry.
How's
No
that
Roy
possible?
Shaver, but Gamey Baby in the house. We will get to the NBA Finals in a very, very, very soon moment. But in the stairwell, Sean said to me, I saw in the show prep, who's that guy who died? And I go, you mean Don Zimmer? Because, he died last week.
Yeah. I know who Don Zimmer is.
And then he says, no, someone else died. And I couldn't think of who Sean was referring to. And then I said, wait.
Yeah, what obscure person died?
The obscure guy Sean was talking about was Tony Gwynn.
How? How did you not know Tony Gwynn?
My show prep consisted of one thing. Tony Gwynn dead, 338. That's his lifetime career batting average. For most guys, thank you, Gaby. For most Major League Baseball players to hit 338 in the regular season would be a career high.
Yeah, you get a giant contract next season.
Absolutely.
Not if you're
No
dead.
motherfuckers. Guys, I'm telling you, if you look up Jeter's highest things, he's probably hit 340 a couple times, but it's not his career average is 312, folks. I mean, 338 is like
obscene.
we had a guy in our generation who was like a fucking Ty Cobb over here. And he's dead at the age of 54. And for Sean O'Barry to say, who's Tony Gwynn? Boy, oh boy, the Davey Mac, the DMSP hit a new low.
You know why he died, right? The chew.
The fucking chewing tobacco.
Oh, Anthony Gwynn.
No, not fucking Tony goddamn Gwynn. And he's got a son who's playing for the Phillies. You know what that kid's hitting? 154.
Not very good. Tony Gwynn Jr., not very good.
Hey, Tony Gwynn Jr., step it up now. Okay, Dad's dead. It's time to fucking step it up, buddy.
Look at this Tony Gwynn stat. All right, so he wasn't exactly batting against bums during his career. He batted 444 against John Smoltz.
Ha!
415 against Greg Maddux.
Okay.
390 against Kurt Schilling.
There you go.
333 against Pedro.
All right.
303 against Tom Glavine.
303 against Tom Glavine. The lefty on the lefty, too, by the way.
366 plate appearances against those 5 pitchers.
That's insane.
He struck out 5 times.
Okay. Shut up. That's who Tony Gwynn is.
Wow, he
he
sounds
struck
pretty
out
good.
for you pretty fucking good.
So,
5 times.
who's he playing
Against-
for now?
I had to tell Shano he played for the Padres. Shano doesn't know that there are baseball teams in California.
He struck out 5 times against a Hall of Fame class of pitchers.
All of those guys
going to the Hall of
are
Fame.
ridiculous Hall of Fame pitchers. All of them.
5 times,
All of them.
man.
And this guy puts up a 338 career average. And, for a long time it was, Wade Boggs is the hitter of his generation. I always thought it was Tony Gwynn. But Tony Gwynn, unfortunately, Sean knows the living proof, in all seriousness, because he played in fucking San Diego, he didn't get the national attention. Now, he did make it to 2 World Series. 84 against the Tigers and 98 against the
Indians.
New York Yankees, your favorite team, you fucking son of a bitch.
That was close.
I got Eric in here shooting the video for us.
Again, this is not going to be usable here.
And now, what's Eric supposed to do with this footage? He's just going to send it to fucking Penthouse and say, start jerking off. Because you can't use it for a sports show.
Honestly, this is just embarrassing for all of us.
This is. In fact, let's just take him out. Gabe, take it out. Rub it a little bit.
What?
Tony Gwynn, Godspeed.
You think he was juicing at all with those
Absolutely
stats?
not. If you knew what he looked like.
His body.
If you knew what he looked like. This Will fucking Al Roker hitting the baseball, slapping him into the left field. And the thing about Tony Gwynn is, he didn't obviously need to hit for power because of the incredible prowess which he hit, singles and doubles and whatnot. But whenever he wanted to, he could also hit for power. I mean, I saw him in Yankee Stadium fucking crush a baseball that went to the old Yankee Stadium that went to the upper deck. This guy had it all. And he was even coaching San Diego State College. So he's like Mr. fucking San Diego baseball over there.
He would go over tape and he would be able to tell frame by frame. He'd watch in slow motion and know if he would have a bad bat if he swung between the pitch from the pitcher to the plate. If it was 9 frames versus 10 frames.
Yeah, video.
He would just go over video every single. The guy was.
There was a
freak.
show back in the day. I'm going to talk like an old man now. It was in the late 80s.
You are pretty old.
It was called Costas Coast to Coast. It was on WFAN for a little bit. And Bob Costas actually did a Sunday night radio show. I remember this one particular episode. I've never forgotten it. He had Ted Williams and Tony Gwynn on the same show just talking about hitting for 2 hours.
That's awesome.
Little Davey Mac was in masturbatory heaven with that shit. You're talking about Ted Williams and not Frozen, not fucking Cabbage Patch Kid, Ted Williams, where his son was pushing him around because he was half a vegetable. We're talking about salient,
coherent
Ted Williams and a guy in his prime. It was insanely great. And by the way, Tony Gwynn and Ted Williams, similar philosophy. Use a light goddamn bat. That's how fucking easy baseball is. Use a light bat. You don't need to fucking... Have you been watching the Yankees? Is Soriano, did he cut down a redwood tree from the fucking forest? And Soriano's bat is so goddamn big, goes against everything Ted Williams and Tony Gwynn said. Goes against every rule of hitting. He uses a goddamn fucking wiffle ball bat. Then he strikes out 120 times a year. People say, what's with Soriano? I don't know. Maybe it's the fucking blimp bat he's using.
He's always struck out a bunch, though. That's just Soriano.
And maybe it's always been because of the fucking bat.
I think it's just Soriano.
Maybe his hat too.
God damn you, Sean.
Yeah.
Now, Sean and Owen and I, we have something very special planned for America.
Oh, yeah?
Because, as
What's
everyone
that?
knows, we are the World Cup headquarters.
That's right.
I don't think USA is going to lose a single match in this World Cup.
They're not.
After beating Ghana like that?
They are going to run the goddamn table, and I want everyone to remember this fucking song. Yes, America beats Ghana 2-1. You're free to come in if you want, Kelly, or you could stand there and just creepily stand over Eric's shoulder. I'm just kidding. 2-1.
Yep.
What a win! Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw it.
I watched the whole fucking game.
Yeah?
And I was ready to burn an American flag. I can be a bandwagon type of sports fan.
Wait, burn. When did you want to burn?
When
the flag?
Ghana fucking ties the game 1-1 in the 84th goddamn minute.
Yep.
And I'm like, you motherfuckers had 6 minutes left. And you let these schmizbos, who, no offense, half of them look like the cast of Captain Phillips. I'm sorry.
You know they've eliminated the U.S. the last 2 World Cups.
8 years.
Ghana?
Yes.
Fuck them.
Not this year.
Not
a good analysis.
this year.
Not this year, pal.
Nuh-uh.
And when the chips were down, what happens? Some fucking corner kick and some guy
Graham
heads it in.
Zuzi does a corner kick
That's
to
why
Brooks.
you're here. To
and
Brooks.
he heads it in
Right.
2-1.
The U.S. had possession for like 35% of the actual game.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
it was
They
pretty
were-
bad.
I know. I genuinely was saying, when is the U.S. going to get onto
was-
their side of the field?
That was honestly.
I was like, what is this?
That was the worst.
I know I don't know a lot about soccer, but I'm pretty sure in order to score, you need the ball towards their goalie.
Yes.
That helps.
It was honestly the worst the USA has played in probably the past 2 years.
You are on it tonight, Gabe Schaaf. You are on it.
He's hitting stingers. Look at that.
These are the fucking
These
weakest
are
stingers.
weird.
These sound like kind of like insect farts.
I don't know what preset
I don't know what that even
he
means.
used.
Shano,
Use them all.
Shano, please. This is for America. Go ahead, Sean. Yeah, that's right. Come on. You guys know this song?
Is this from the Kiefer Sutherland ad?
No, it's not. In the town of London, sitting facts on the feet on never then slack. He gone on American Ghana and a hint on the World Cup black. Nosing out time, moves a lead and the flats, and the guy heads the ball in the goal. And we got that time in America, America. And the story of American life. It's a story of American life. Come on, everyone. Here's the part where it kicks in. Boom. Meow. Anyway, that was Primus, American Life.
This
USA.
songs aren't the same without Roy. No offense to Sean.
That sounded pretty offensive.
Well,
That was
it
great.
was a direct
That was good, Sean.
insult to Shano.
No, I'm just saying bass. We need the bass
You can't really.
and the
No,
keyboards.
no offense to Shano, but really, that was horrible.
I like
You know how excited I was when I found out that Shano could play Primus's American Life? I said, we're going to fucking pigeonhole this song somewhere into the show. I don't know how. And then all of a sudden, and basically, I'm only doing the World Cup story so that Shano and I could play American Life
Yeah.
by Primus.
That's okay.
Came out good.
Dude,
That's
call
fine.
Les Claypool. Let's fucking open up for them. They're playing Stone Pony on June 28th.
Open up with his own music.
Open up with their own song.
We have cover bands opening for us, people. They're gonna play old songs we don't want
Can you
to.
imagine if that fucking happened?
That actually would be really cool.
Imagine if fucking Bruce Springsteen had the E Street Band, or actually the E Street Band's his band.
Yeah.
The West Street Band.
No, he has a fucking thing. What's one? Jungleland, I think, is a Bruce.
It's like a tribute band.
Is a tribute band. Yeah. They always take the names of songs.
Yeah.
They're very unoriginal.
The Grateful Dead, the big Grateful Dead tribute band is Dark Star Orchestra.
Oh God! You know what I actually got from iTunes the other day? Grateful Dead's American Beauty. I don't know. I've been running them down, and all you do is tell me that Jerry Garcia is as good as Trey Anastasio, and you know me and my fish.
Stasio.
You know how much I love Pehesh and how much I fucking love them, and I don't want anyone to disrupt my love of them. And so people, oh, you gotta listen to Jerry Garcia. All right, I'll fucking listen to the goddamn Grateful Dead. I'll listen to American Beauty. Fine. It's a good fucking album, baby.
Yeah. Duh. Me give Terrapin Station.
Did you ever hear this song?
Yeah.
I mean, did you ever hear this album before?
Yeah, I've listened to the
Good,
album.
huh?
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Hey, maybe I'm gonna be a Dead fan all of a sudden. Smoking the ganja, baby.
Start following Bob Weir and Phil Lesh around before they die.
I met Phil Lesh. Was it Phil Lesh or Bob Weir? I met Bob Weir once at the Hard Rock Cafe.
Nice.
And
How was he?
I was drunk, and all I could say to him was, "You're in the Grateful Dead, right?"
Oh.
And he was like, "Yes, I am."
Have you ever had a positive interaction with a celebrity?
Okay, I will give you. I think I've said this before, but I had the oddest, most awkward, but it was kind of positive celebrity interaction, which was also at the Hard Rock Cafe. Max Weinberg, and I'm a big Bruce fan, was at the bar.
Nice.
And I go, fuck it. I'm Davey Mac. I'm going up to the goddamn bar, getting a beer, and talking to Mr. fucking Weinberg. So I go up. I order a beer. I go, hey Max, I'm a big fan. Dave McDonald. I do a radio. It's just all bullshit. You know, my life is insignificant to yours. He starts talking to me.
Was this during his Conan O'Brien years?
Yes, it was.
So he's drinking you.
He was talking. He was friendly, and for some bizarre reason, I panicked, thinking that I was going to like waste a celebrity's time. So while he was talking to me, I go, you know what, Max, next up. I gotta go. I fucking ran out on Max Weinberg.
Self-worth problem.
He's
right
just
there.
like standing there like, well, I wasn't finished with my story.
You kidding me? He's a drummer. He's so happy to have anyone talk to him.
I know, but I
Recognize him.
totally fucked it up. I probably could have gotten like his goddamn email. We could have been like,
hanging out with him right now.
texting selfies to each other with our shirts off.
Percussion pals.
Percussion buddies. I didn't even tell him I play the drums badly, but still. Fuck, Max. If you're listening, Max, I'm still here for you, bro.
I think he is listening.
Oh, that would be awesome if you were listening, Max. Any of you guys, Nils? If Nils Lofgren is listening, I'll take any members of the E Street
Lil
Band.
Steven?
Oh, God, do I love Lil Steven. Well, he was on, yeah, we know Lil Steven. Absolutely. Okay, NBA Finals now.
No, I haven't watched any of them in the last 2 weeks. They're
Okay,
still
well,
going on?
that's going to be bad. So that's a bad thing because it's over.
I watched all the games the Heat lost.
I like the fact that you're pointing at me. Roy never does
I'm
that.
excited.
It's like it's a weird thing.
It's action.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't
hell's
know.
Gabe going
You're
on
a
about?
fucking weirdo, Gabe.
We're on the radio, man.
Listen. I know. Gabe forgot that we were on the radio for a second. Greg Popovich now has 5 rings, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
My question,
He
right
probably
up-
should have 6.
He should have 6 if Ray Allen didn't fuck things up for the Spurs last year. Now, the question is this. Pat Riley also has 5 championship rings. Pat Riley is considered to be, I would say, a top 3 coach of all time with Phil Jackson and Red Auerbach. Does this kick Pat Riley out of that top 3? Because they both have their assets. Popovich's asset would be he won in 99 and then 15 years later won 2014.
And he
None
won-
of those guys did that.
And the ones in between were spaced out like evenly. You know, like
Yes.
it's not like it's a fluke or anything. The
Right.
guy's been doing the same thing for the last 15 years.
So that's insane. It's crazy to think about the amount of success the Spurs have had. 15 years, 5 championships, and it seems like every year they're in the Western Conference Finals. I think the stat was actually 8 or 9 times. Wow. I mean, that means you're winning 2 series every fucking year.
Yeah.
You don't slip up. It's insane. Now, let's think about Pat Riley for a second. He's got 4 with the Lakers. He then fires poor fat Stan Van Gundy and becomes the coach of the Heat and gets his 5th championship with Dwayne Wade and Shaq.
Yeah.
They both have 5. And let's also remember he took the Knicks to an NBA Finals and they should have won, but John Starks went 1 for 90 the last 2 games.
so bad.
And
Why bring that
John
up?
Starks single-handedly shot the Knicks out of a championship.
I have doomed them for 20 years of darkness.
Seriously, that was Patrick's only shot. That was my favorite player, Patrick Ewing's only shot. And for whatever reason, he didn't get the basketball. Crazy-ass headbutting John Starks got the ball, shot it 30 times a game, made it about twice.
That's what, 6 points?
Thanks, John. If he was shooting threes, Gaby.
He wasn't.
So So my point is this. Life on the line. You're on a basketball team.
Okay.
You want Riley? You want Popovich?
I want Riley. Riley's done it in different cities with different teams.
Whoa. Fuck you, Pop. Hey, Pop.
Pop seems to need Tim Duncan, which isn't a bad thing. Tim Duncan's the man.
Know what I call Pop? Because he's got a lot of like dried
Pock marks.
acne. Yeah, pock marks.
Yeah.
I call him Scarface, and then I laugh to myself.
Plus, he sells coke to all the players.
yeah, he's a fucking Cuban. Okay. Scarface.
And I like Pat Riley's look more than Popovich's.
Well, Pat Riley started the whole Michael Douglas Wall Street thing.
That's great.
Slick
When
motherfucker.
when I saw Wall Street, I thought
slick.
Pat Riley was in the movie. I was like, wow, Pat Riley's really talented. He coaches the Lakers, and he's starring with Charlie Sheen in this fucking Oliver Stone flick. This guy's amazing. You jest, but I actually think Pat Riley really influenced the entire generation of coaches, from John Calipari to Rick Pitino. Look at all those college coaches, especially with the slicked hair, with the hair gel and everything like that. I'm being serious. And the Armani suits and shit. That didn't happen before Pat Riley. Look at the guy who recently died, Dr. Jack Ramsey, who coached the Portland Trailblazers in the 70s. Fucking huge plaid, goddamn huge collars.
It was the 70s. Come on, giant lapels were in.
He was still wearing that in 1998.
And that's a good look.
I'm glad Jack Ramsey's dead. Right, Sean?
I'll say.
You know who he is, don't you?
Yeah, Jack.
You have no
Ramsey.
idea. If you don't know who Tony Gwynn is, forget about Dr. Jack.
I do know.
With the Spurs giving that beatdown to the Heat, they became the most dominant NBA final winners ever with the biggest margin of wins with 70 points.
I don't know.
They scored 70 more points than the Heat, which beat out with the last team to get even close to that was the 65 Celtics with 63 points.
Here's the problem. Dwayne Wade
Crazy.
is done.
Oh, yeah,
He's
it's
shot.
over.
He's done.
Does he retire or
and
is he going to free agency?
No, they listen. The NBA has an amnesty clause. Fucking use it. You're allowed one time per season. You can take your biggest contract and say, you know what, good riddance. It's what some Lakers fans have wanted them to do to Kobe, because Kobe's making $25 million a year
And broken down as well.
and Dwayne Wade, it's enough. But stay the fuck away from Carmelo Anthony. This is the rumor now that I heard out of the Daily News that LeBron is going to openly recruit Carmelo. What? Can you talk about two guys meshing any worse than a guy who is unselfish in LeBron to the max and a guy who is Mr. Selfish?
All he wants is shoot. I would like.
LeBron will never get to shoot the basketball.
I want this to happen. I want Carmelo to go to the Heat. I would love to see the clusterfuck.
That will be a goddamn train wreck.
I would love to see it.
I think it would be a fun thing to see, but I don't understand how they would literally need to play with two basketballs in order for that fucking team to work. I don't see that either. I think as well. I'm gonna say right now, Eric Spoelstra, he can't coach for shit. Yeah, that's right. I know they won back-to-back championships, but you know what? Eric Spoelstra looked like a little goddamn kid. And Coach Popovich looked like a man.
Well, literally, he is a much older man than Spoelstra. And Spoelstra
That's
just
probably
looks young.
why. Yeah, that's probably why.
Because of their physical appearance,
It's a
Dave.
physical thing.
Yeah.
He looks younger than Popovich.
Age.
LeBron actually got more help from that 2007 Cavs finals team than he did from the Heat.
Yes, he did.
Literally. No, it was by like a couple more points. But he actually.
Oh, they have a statistic on that?
Yeah.
Well, Chris Bosh sort of disappeared. They shouldn't have got rid of Mike Miller. Mike Miller is a clutch spot shooting three-pointer who, yes, he can't play a lick of defense, but he's that good old-fashioned white guy who stands at three-point line, a la John Paxton and Steve Kerr, though Mike Miller is taller. They let him go. They replaced him with Rashard Lewis, who was a fucking choking donkey.
The person I was most disappointed with was the Birdman. I wanted to see more out of him.
The Birdman should go back to molesting children online.
That was proven to be false.
Was it? Because he played like a fucking pedophile. Am I right or am I right, Sean O.B.?
That was an angry ex-girlfriend that
Sean
said he was
O'Barry.
a pedophile.
It was that an angry ex-girlfriend like Pepper say?
He played like a pedophile.
You're good guys in trouble saying things like that.
Allegedly.
He played
Allegedly.
like a pedophile.
Allegedly.
If you don't know, he did get in trouble for allegedly hitting on an underage girl.
I didn't say he was a
And
pedophile.
was investigated
They seized his
by the
computer.
police.
They
And,
said he
and his
played like
computer
it.
was... there was a Pete Townsend situation with
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Chris Anderson, yeah.
It's pretty bad.
And there's just like there's going to be a fucking situation with Gaby Baby because I downloaded a shitload of kiddie porn on his computer last night.
CP.
He was sleeping.
That's where all my
I got
Bitcoins
all
went.
the things. Oh yeah, kidslovekids.com, all this kind of shit,
I'm
man.
not even going to think about going to that site.
Don't touch your computer, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking FBI is gonna be on your ass
You should
tomorrow.
wipe all your fingerprints off it, bro.
Yeah.
So that's where all my bitcoins went.
Kawhi Leonard, meanwhile,
call him?
is well, he's gonna propel the Spurs to win the next 5 championships.
Was he 22?
Yeah, I mean, this guy is just utterly for real. Holy
ridiculous.
shit, where did he come from?
Game 4, that crazy dunk.
The dunks, he can shoot threes.
He
He's
can
a
block shots.
phenomenal defender. He was getting 10 boards a game. I mean, all of a sudden, here we go. Kawhi Leonard. Now they got this guy. So Duncan can and Duncan's not retiring. No, and these guys aren't leaving.
They're making another run next season.
I mean, people better start beating the fucking Spurs like in the first round. Otherwise, these guys are not going to retire. Why should they? Even if they don't win the finals next year, if they get to another conference finals, why retire? That's still a great accomplishment.
Yeah.
We just take it for granted. Can you imagine if the Knicks ever just got to the Eastern Conference Finals, how happy we'd be?
It would be a giant party in the streets.
Jesus Christ. The fucking Spurs are there every year. I don't know what to do.
Oh, enjoy watching them play. I don't.
What do you think about LeBron James being carried in Game 1? Like I was calling him Brandon Stark.
Well, then who was this Hodor? I guess it would have been like Chris Bosh.
Bosh or Anderson would be Hodor. But Bosh just says Birdman. I saw a clip that was actually pretty funny. So I don't know who did it. I can't give him credit. But on YouTube, they had Hodor. I don't know how. They CGI'd Hodor into playing Family Feud. And every answer was Hodor for the bonus.
No, I think that was an actual bit with Steve Harvey.
Yeah, it
It
was,
was like a bit on Kimmel or something.
They did. They got the actual Hodor to do that?
You think it's hard to get Hodor to do anything? The guy says one word on one TV show.
I thought they CGI'd his ass.
No.
Well, good job, Jimmy Kimmel. Good fucking... Hey, Jimmy Kimmel. How about Davey Mac Sports Program after your show?
Yeah.
Obviously, we like you. How about you like us? Look, Jimmy Kimmel, 11:30, 12:30. I like the sound of that. 12:30. DMSP. Hashtag that shit. All right, Jimmy? Make it happen. That's unless we take the NBC deal first, right, Pepper? We're negotiating.
Oh, yeah?
Also, we're negotiating with Spike HBO and Spice, which is still around.
Mm-hmm.
But that's going to entail Gabe and nudity.
I didn't agree.
Not yet,
I
you
mean,
didn't.
the fact that the Spurs win in 5 games, that shocked everyone.
That
shocked
not
everyone.
just in 5 games, in 3 blowouts.
3 blowouts, 5 games.
3 games, the last 3 games in which they were rarely not leading by at least 20 points.
And you know, the one thing I don't want to hear anymore, and I went on a huge diatribe last week, and then people got angry at me and this and that, because I, God forbid, decided not to pile on LeBron James. I just decided to defend him. But the reason why I did that was because if you had watched now this NBA Finals, a week has passed, you would see that LeBron, he came to play. He scored points, and he scored them early, trying to set the pace. Game 5, he had 16 points in the first half. Game 4, he had 8 of the first 14 points for the Miami Heat. But none of his teammates showed up, including fucking Dwayne Wade.
No, the numbers are there, man.
Why can America get off this guy's dick already? Can we stop it?
Because he put himself in this position.
Just because of the PR decision with the decision?
Pretty much, yeah. I mean that's been the shadow over his
All right.
entire time in the Heat. So maybe if he goes into free agency and goes to another team, which I think he's going to do, since the guys around him are falling apart, that'll clean his slate a little bit.
All right, listen. I'm willing to concede that LeBron James made a terrible, maybe one of the worst sports PR decisions ever with that thing in 2000 and what was it?
Tiger Woods
10?
banging hookers was better than what he did.
He probably was. At least I was able to look at different Perkins waitresses online and be like, oh, I'd bang her. What the fuck, Tiger?
Yeah, every day, the New York Post had the next broad he was banging.
You'd be like, oh, yeah, I know. And every single day, they decreased in their level of hotness.
Yeah.
By the 21st day, I think the chick had 3 eyes and no tits.
Looks like Tiger's banging homeless chicks.
There was like a record of it was 40-something straight days of Tiger
Yeah, no,
Woods
it's true.
scandal
It's
on
true.
the Post. Yeah. Post cover.
Sadly, it actually got in the New York Post. It made more covers than 9/11. That's not a made-up stat.
Yeah.
Okay. So, again, America doesn't have their perspective and all of that. How about that performance of American Life, though, huh? You like
That
Primus?
was really embarrassing.
Okay.
fuck,
Embarrassing. All right. So he thought it was, hey, I thought it was good, bro.
Yeah.
He didn't like Pepper didn't like it.
No, we had 2 weeks off. He's talking about.
He didn't like the fucking American life. Gabe, did you like
Listen,
it?
there's just a lot of things I have to get used to now that the show's changed so much.
I guess so.
Gabe,
maybe
I
you
guess-
showed up to the goddamn show.
I guess
know.
Gabe owns Skinny Man now.
Gabe owns Skinny Man. He
Yeah.
purchased it from Roy. Roy, as I explained before, he's working. He's in Thailand right now, and he's,
I thought he was killing children in Vietnam.
He's in the fish business in Thailand.
No, he's bringing the children from Vietnam to Thailand.
Oh,
Exactly.
Oh.
Did you see the Native Americans ad on the NBA Finals?
Yeah, I saw that. I don't know why everyone was freaking out about it. That's old. It's an old ad. It aired previously.
I mean,
I guess they're bringing it back out.
can I just say I thought it was a little long. I mean, maybe that's insensitive of me.
These Indians coming off a little whiny.
Well, no, I'm not even saying that. I get the point. Jim Thorpe, Native American. This guy's Native American. Proudfoot, Bumbletree. Fucking, they sound like Transformers sometimes. I'm sorry. Optimus Prime over here. All right, listen.
He's my favorite.
Guy, when Megatron fought Custer, the little bighorn.
Those are actual Transformers.
That was just horrible.
But let me tell you, it was a 2-minute commercial.
That's a long
Small
commercial.
film.
Yeah, I some of us like basketball. Okay, we wanted to get back to the game. We wanted to get back to Mike Breen and good old fish eyes Jeff Van Gundy, who I swear to God, he's dying, and we need to help Jeff Van Gundy before he dies. He looks worse and worse every year. He looks so much to me like that weird guy in the Milos Forman films who was also in Ghost.
Yeah,
the guy with the sunken
I know exactly
eyes.
what you're talking
He's
about.
probably got a thyroid problem.
He's dead.
He died. That guy.
Yeah. He was a science teacher in
Yes,
Fast Times.
Science teacher, Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Yes,
That's what Jeff Van Gundy reminds me of.
He's like Igor.
I feel like we need to get an IV of some kind of nourishment into that guy.
I think he's fine. I think he's happier than he's ever been. He loves his gig.
He's
right
got
now.
sunken in eyes.
He's always had sunken in eyes.
No, but the circles are so deep and pronounced. He almost now has a black face on his face. Like
You're
Oh,
exaggerating.
it's so dark.
it's really dark.
I get it. It's not racist.
I'm just saying. Hey,
Yeah?
let's go for it.
Let's do it.
Oh my God.
We have a live read, ladies and
Is there a
gentlemen.
new sponsor?
Oh, yeah. There's a new sponsor. Actually, it's the same sponsor, but we're glad to have him. LegalZoom. That's right, Shano. America was built by innovators and dreamers. People like Thomas Edison, Henry Ford, they laid the foundation for this country. Go ahead, Pepper. I don't want to read this anymore.
These days, it's the investors and entrepreneurs all around us, like you, that keep our country running by fueling the job market and economy. This month, LegalZoom celebrates innovation by helping you launch your dream. Apply for a patent to secure your invention. Register your trademark to protect your products and services. Incorporate or form an LLC and launch your business. Just call or visit LegalZoom.com. They'll provide the personal attention you need and help take care of all the details. They've helped over 1 million businesses get started right, and they received an A+ from the Better Business Bureau.
Really? Whoa. Slow it down.
Yeah.
They received an A+ from the Better Business Bureau.
The BBB.
They got an A+ from BBB.
Uh-huh.
They got an A+ from Triple B.
That's right.
All right.
And now, do I have to read this mandatory disclaimer?
Well, if it says mandatory, you probably have to read it.
Celebrate innovation with LegalZoom today and get a special price on trademark, copyright, or provisional patent applications by using the referral code MAC at checkout. That's MAC. LegalZoom provides legal help through independent attorneys and self-help, but they're not a law firm.
Not a law firm,
No.
but an A+ from Better Business Bureau.
They're so
A+,
low.
baby.
They got the A+ though.
Got the-
Yeah.
From Triple B.
Yeah.
All right, dive in. LegalZoom.com.
I'm going to go there right now.
I tell you one thing right now. You will not find more natural live reads than the Davey Mac Sports Program. I mean, it doesn't even sound like we're reading at all, especially when we're saying things like provisional patent applications.
Hey, should I read the part that's highlighted in yellow? It says mandatory disclaimer.
Yeah. So what, Jimmy Kimmel? We'll be a little more professional when you put us after your show, okay?
See, we have to show them professional first. We can just say
Well,
that.
they
we
don't
will
do
be.
live reads on TV, do they? You never see David Letterman like, okay, I got something for you, jizz.com. You never see that from the Late
That's
Show.
your David Letterman impression?
Well, that's the live read that
You
David
just did,
Letterman
you
has.
just did Dennis Miller.
That was David Letterman Miller. What else? Jesus fucking Christ. And then we got the Stanley Cup, which I sadly got roped into because
Rangers, baby.
I'm a Devils fan. I will admit it. I will not bandwagon that shit. But I do have Rangers friends, and I thought, oh, you know what? I want to see the Rangers win. I want to see them win, and quite frankly, I don't want to see a hockey team from Los Angeles win the fucking Stanley Cup. I just don't. And the Kings just won 2 years ago, and by beating my Devils, so I wanted a little revenge. 3 of the 4 losses in overtime.
Yeah, it was really bad. 2 in double overtime.
The first 2 games, they were up by 2 goals. The second game, they were up 4-2 in the third goddamn period.
And really, they shouldn't have. It should have been a sweep since that last game was saved by some ice shavings.
Yeah, I know.
Literally.
Meanwhile, Chris tells us he knows everything there is to know about hockey. Chris? I wouldn't say that. Thank you, Chris. Thank you for your input.
Chris, we talked about this.
Chris is the new intern? Is that it, Shano?
Yeah, he's interning with us now.
Okay, I always have to go. I always have to understand who. So Zach is out. Zach's gone now?
Zach's
no
back.
more Zach Facts?
Zach's back too. No more Zach Facts.
Oh.
Yeah,
well, what are we going to do with Chris then?
Chris Facts?
Chris.
There's already Chris Pepper Stanley, too, so he has to come up with a nickname.
How about Chris Piss?
I got it.
Yeah.
We'll do a little salt.
What's Chris
So then we
been
got
eating
Chris and Chris, salt and pepper. Huh? Whoa, Mac attack.
Salt.
Mac attack. Hey, salt. What the fuck? What happened to the Rangers? I just like saying salt, you know. They choked? Go ahead. You speak right into here, buddy.
They choked, too.
And that's the bottom line from salt.
I think they just weren't as good as the Kings.
No, they weren't.
They're just straight up.
They have a lot of goons on that Rangers team, you know, and I don't know if they have a lot of firepower. This is
The goalie
again.
was
I'm
good.
not going to say I'm a
Not good
hockey
enough,
expert.
obviously.
Lundqvist is a very good goalie, but
Handsome,
you know, he's very, very good looking. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
And again, let's not
I've
take this.
never seen him with his mask on.
It's
off, I
trust
should
me. Joseph Fiennes in Shakespeare in Love. Okay, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about someone who is a very, very attractive person. We don't
Are you
want to take
saying
this
you
into a
find
weird
Joseph
route.
Fiennes very attractive?
I'm saying in Shakespeare in Love, you're not going to find a more handsome person who, if they paid me $10, I'd go down on them, because my point about the Rangers
$10, huh?
is that they shouldn't have lost the Stanley Cup Finals. Okay, let's just get back. Let's just get back to the point.
You're the one who brought it up.
Well, we didn't know. Shano didn't know what Lundqvist looked like with his mask off. I was trying to paint a visual picture.
No, I got
It's
it
a
now.
very handsome,
Right.
chiseled look,
Yeah.
and I wouldn't mind kissing it.
Can we get back to sports talk?
Yes. So,
Johnny Football just signed a 4-year contract with the Browns. $8.25 million for Johnny.
here's what I like. I like that.
For a backup.
Here's what I'm enjoying. That Aaron Rodgers now has come out on the side of Johnny Football and is like, I like the way this kid handles himself. He's like, I'm all about him.
That's the exact opposite of how Aaron Rodgers handles
I know,
himself.
but I love it. And I think, without even realizing it, Aaron Rodgers, a guy not associated, obviously, with the Cleveland Browns organization, has now put pressure on the Browns to fucking start this kid. What do you think about that? Because you can't be a fucking football team and have the NFL MVP being like, hey, this Giant Football can play the game.
I don't think there's any pressure whatsoever. I think the only pressure is if Brian Hoyer falls apart or gets injured. I mean, this Giant Football, it's going to be like a non-religious Tebow situation, where whenever Hoyer screws up, who's named the starting quarterback for the Browns.
Tebow could not fucking throw. The main difference between him and Manziel is Johnny Manziel actually knows how to go back, have the football at a high position, and deliver it.
No, I know that. I know he's a better quarterback than Tebow. I'm just saying it's the same thing in that people are going to be chanting for Giant Football no matter what happens.
Oh, yeah, no.
Because he's a personality.
I agree with that. But what I'm saying is that there's some credibility with Giant Football. I mean, this SEC defense is all we hear about year in and year out. Well, the motherfucker lights guys up 40 points a game he's getting against Alabama 2 years in a row. So if that's the best defense, why would this kid not translate into the pros? Yes, he runs too much. Calm him down. Fucking Aaron Rodgers has mobility. He knows how to use it. You know what I would do? Give this kid fucking every tape of Aaron Rodgers. Seriously. Say, hey, this is how you play QB.
The kid needs to be watching defenses, not how Aaron Rodgers plays the game.
Oh, fuck.
And Brian Hoyer had what, two games he started last season. He wasn't bad. Like he was.
I don't know why you love Brian Hoyer so much. Think of what you're saying. Brian Hoyer.
Yeah.
talk about a fucking forgettable schmizbo name.
Well, every Browns quarterback is like that.
By 2016, we're not going to remember Brian Hoyer.
By
Trust
2016, he's going to somehow have 3 Super Bowl rings.
Never going to happen. Start Johnny Football, Cleveland. You just got it from Aaron Rodgers. He said it. You do it, baby. You fucking do it. I think Sean O is very offended by you because he's left and he has not returned. And he is our engineer.
Well, I guess this show's really going on.
So actually what this means is we're going to be on forever.
All right.
So I hope everyone's...
oh, no, I'm going to walk out in 15 minutes.
No. Oh, you're back. All right, buddy.
Not a thing.
Also, what? Did you say the Browns turned down Hard Knocks?
Yes.
Yeah.
The Cleveland Browns turned
Smart.
down Hard Knocks.
It's a good idea.
You fucking assholes. Those guys ruined summer for me. I wanted a fucking summer of watching Johnny Football on HBO.
Did they announce who Hard Knocks is taking yet?
I don't think so.
No,
Gaby, look that up on your phone, please.
I have AT&T. I get no signal.
The Falcons?
There you
All
go,
right, see, look at
Salt.
this. Salt's got it.
Did you know that Matt Ryan is the highest paid player in the NFL?
No, and can you imagine? And by the way, Matt Ryan is the most boring player in the NFL.
He looks like a
Great
dumb
job, HBO.
redneck.
Well, it's probably not. It's not HBO's fault. The Browns turned him down. You know, Hard Knocks is such a great show and it really does help promote the NFL fantastically. It's almost like the NFL needs to step in and like choose teams from now on because they had.
Well, they have a bunch of rules in place.
I know. They need to make it. They need to form their own Hard Knocks subcommittee and say, listen, this is what's going to happen. We're putting cameras in your fucking locker room, whether you like it or not. It's your turn this year.
No, that's awful. It ruins the culture in the goddamn locker room. I mean, in the past, guys have been lit up because they said, they didn't change the plays since we were there. We watched Hard Knocks, which is why we knew what the snap count was or whatever, you know?
That is a problem. When you show your secret plays on television, sometimes people watch those plays.
Yeah, that locker room is sacred.
Bam. Shano's got it.
Yeah.
You know what? 15 points for you tonight.
So now you're agreeing with him? Now you don't want any Hard Knocks?
Yeah.
15 points.
Just trying to make him happy. He was clearly upset that you hated, and by the way, you hated his version of American Life by
trying,
Promise.
man.
I just have to get used to this new setup in the show.
I'm an intermediate bass
Shut
player.
up. Did you want to play just like one more American Life real quick? And then,
Is that what you wanna do?
Yes, I do
Okay.
want to play it.
God, please don't.
Gabe, maybe you could do the drums or something, or a keyboard or something.
Get some keyboard action going.
Play the keyboard, Gabe.
Try to be like Roy a little bit.
Here we go, Sean. Go ahead. Stop it! Stop!
Gabe.
Stop!
That
Stop!
was much better.
Let Sean play by himself. Now, what don't you like about this? This is exactly like Les Claypool.
I missed the keyboard.
But the keyboard's not in that song. We're playing Primus. Listen to this. Yeah?
Yeah, it's good, but just I don't feel it.
I don't believe you at all. It's good. That it's
She's missing something.
You were fucking lying through your teeth right there.
It's missing keyboard.
I think Pepper loves Roy. He's in
Oh,
love.
I love Roy.
He's in love.
Well, then go
with Roy.
fly to fucking Thailand
Yeah, it's not too late.
and do what Roy's doing. Continue your extensive collection of the world's biggest kiddie porn collection.
That's your collection,
hey,
buddy.
hey, that's not what he's doing.
That's not what he's doing.
He's recruiting.
He's recruiting.
There's a difference.
Okay. Pete Rose, he wants a second chance in baseball.
Let him in.
What year is this story from?
I've waited 25 years, he says, but I've done so because I was the one who screwed up. And if I were given a second chance, I would be the happiest guy in the world.
Aww.
That sounds so sad.
It's like a Disney
That's
movie.
really depressing.
It is depressing. It is a Disney. He's the old man in Up. He's just sitting on a fucking house with his dumb wife who died. Talk about a depressing movie.
Oh, boy.
The Asian
Jesus
one? The
Christ,
new one?
man.
The new one died?
No. Up. The Pixar movie.
Up.
I'm watching this fucking
never
thing.
saw it.
First thing I know, right?
It's a rough intro.
This young couple, they're running up a hill, and you're like, oh, cool. These two young lovers, this is going to be a nice fucking movie, right?
all Pixar,
Then they
it's
get
colorful.
married. I'm not spoiling shit.
This is the first
4
5
minutes
minutes
into the
in.
movie, the fucking wife dies. And the guy turns into an old lonely man who sits on his porch because he's lost his fucking mind because his fucking wife died on his ass. Now, you tell me, Pixar, what kind of shit was I bringing my kids into? I thought I was seeing Finding Nemo Part 2. I didn't need some goddamn death picture.
What happens in the rest of the movie?
Everyone. Oh, in the rest of the movie, Pepper, you should see this.
I never will.
The Nazis, they eliminate all the Jews in Poland. Or that might have been Schindler's List. Again, I get things confused. Back to Pete Rose. I saw Pete Rose in a Vegas in casino. In a casino in Vegas.
No, Vegas. I think you had it right the
I
first
love
time.
going to the Vegases in casino.
I do love a nice Vegas in casino.
And
Ever play blackjack in a Vegas?
Oh,
Love it.
Have I? I played Jack Black. Wait.
What?
There's a race Vegas up in Yonkers I go to a lot.
Are you people through? May I continue my story?
No, I like to get at a diner, Clams Vegas.
So I saw this little fuckhead, right? This banned for life, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
And he's sitting there, and he was just sitting there hoping to sign autographs, and no one was going up to him.
Oh, that's sad.
Well, how much was he charging?
People, $15.
That's it for a Pete Rose. I paid $15 for a Pete Rose autograph.
What are you gonna do with that?
You know what? I didn't pay. I just stood like online and just looked at him for like 3 minutes, and then when it got my time to pay, I just walked away.
Good enough.
Like a scumbag. I didn't even talk to the guy.
Yeah.
He was angry. He was disgruntled.
Sure.
He was pissed off.
So, do you still have that?
This is not a good ambassador for baseball. Baseball does not need any part of Pete Rose.
See, but if they made him an ambassador, he'd be the happiest guy in the world.
I doubt that. I think he would still be a gambling degenerate who has
Just because
a-
you gamble and make it degenerate.
Does he still have the hairdo? Or?
Yeah, he's still got the Pete Rose.
Does he still get Tombstone by Kane a lot?
Gotta own it.
He still gets tombstones sometimes. Hey, listen, Pete Rose had to pay the bills. He had to get dressed up in a chicken outfit and get body slammed to WrestleMania. Big fucking deal.
It kept him in the eye of the media.
You never saw Jack Nicklaus do that, did you? You never saw
Well, Jack Nicklaus never got banned from anything.
right? You didn't see Tony Gwynn getting into a fucking chicken costume, getting Undertakered.
That's because he was dying of mouth cancer.
Is the Undertaker still wrestling?
Yes.
I don't know.
Barely.
Maybe.
Barely.
Wasn't it a big deal that he got beaten in
He lost
WrestleMania
to
somehow?
WrestleMania.
That was crazy.
Fucking thank God I don't watch that shit anymore. No offense to wrestling fans, but
What's the matter?
my era ended when fucking Coco Beware retired. Okay, people?
I love
He
that
still
parrot.
wrestles.
Once Coco Beware and his parrot Frankie were out of the WWF, so long, Dave, man. I thought Coco Beware was going to be there for like fucking 30 years. No Coco? No Frankie? How many people do you see doing a drop kick off the top turnbuckle? Very few, Hamburger. Coco Beware did it.
No, the Hardy Boys did it.
Plus, I liked his name.
lot.
Like, it was the initial was B, and his last name is Ware. So it was like, Beware, you know?
I get it. Yeah.
Like, just incredible. Did you ever hear him?
Oh yeah, from ECW.
ECW! 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 All right, anyway.
I'm gonna walk out again.
Why?
I don't blame you.
Hold
I'm
on.
gonna join you. I'm gonna come
Yeah,
with
let's
you.
go.
Other
Hold
wrestling
on.
chants.
So we got a lot going on.
Yep.
Now, I was looking up the baseball division standings today, and the Toronto Blue Jays still holding on, ahead of a 4.5 game lead over the Yankees in the East.
Interesting.
Tigers are playing well, but your Kansas City Royals, they're playing well now. I think winners of 7 or 8 in a row.
Yeah.
But is this going to be, Kansas City Royals remind me so much of an American League version of the Pirates, where they're young and they're up and coming, and every year they get off to a good start, and by fucking September, they're 18 games below 500.
I mean, we're not even halfway.
Save
through
for
the
last
season
year
yet.
when the Pirates made the playoffs.
And we're not even halfway through the season yet. I mean, it's I can't see it.
Shono heard that.
I do see the Yankees going all the way, though.
Yankees are going
Yeah?
all the way. You may be a jinx because you convinced me that there was going to be a fucking Triple Crown winner. I bet $40 on California Chrome. And that and everyone makes the same thing. Shoot the horse? As Dan Carvey said, not gonna do it. Shoot that fucking jockey, Pepper. Because why did he put that horse on the outside? He had the inside of the track.
He let go of the inside of the track. Oh, and to your other point, if you would have won that bet, you would have won maybe $8.
Didn't
The
say
horse
I
was
the
going
smartest
off
better.
at like 4 or 3 to 5.
Listen, I'm not Dustin Hoffman and Rain Man, baby. I don't know how to gamble.
It's basic math.
Well, I don't know how to do that either, dog. I can't fucking add or subtract. forget about long division.
But I mean, the real star of that whole
rough.
thing was the owner freaking out after.
You know, seriously, just as a quick aside, I cannot divide anymore. The other day, one of my kids had a division thing in front of me. I said, I have no idea what this is. I don't know what these numbers mean. I don't know what this symbol is.
What is this line with 2 dots? one above it, one below it. What is this?
I swear to fucking God, this is a true story. I did not know how to divide anymore.
I'm not
Do you
surprised.
remember the
No, I can't divide, dude.
Do you remember the problem? The equation?
It's like 9 divided by 3.
3, Dave.
Right. So you say.
Reasonably
That is a
confident
tough one.
math is science.
But dude,
Yeah.
the fucking horse was there, right? He's in third. He's got perfect.
No, the jockey,
wind is
he ran a bad race.
that
with
jockey
horse.
panicked. He took that horse outside, and as you know, Belmont is the longest racetrack.
Mile and a
so
half.
by taking him outside, the horse has more track to run. What the fuck happened?
Well, also, the horse did clip its heel, so maybe that might have had something to do with it. And just maybe the Triple Crown will just never happen again.
Wait, what does that mean? Clip his heel.
He had a big gash on its foot. That they could see that it happened. I think when the gates opened, it ran to another horse.
What? I am so
dirty.
confused,
Dumb
though,
fucking horse.
as to why he took it out. What was the reason why he went to outside? Was it a strictly panic move? Like I'm sequestered in
there
this
might be
group of
It
horses.
was probably too much traffic.
So too much traffic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Too much traffic. in the
I just
Belmont
needed to know
Stakes.
because I was like, as soon as he took it out, I go, this fucking thing
And
is
then
done.
you just saw it just dying.
Yeah.
And then down the stretch, man, it was. I was so confident that horse was going to win. I am the horrible jinx.
California Chrome, fuck you.
I wouldn't go that far. I mean, it's just a horse.
They got California Chrome. They got the fucking LA Kings. I'm sick of California already.
Sure.
You know that? You know that, Gabe?
Yeah,
I'm
I
sick
feel
of
you.
it.
I feel you.
You know where I was born, baby?
Jersey.
I'm talking to you, French fry.
What? Sean was just doing all these hand gestures. I'm
I
like,
don't
what?
care. I'm talking to you.
Screw California.
Where was I born?
You were born in New Jersey.
I was born in Newport Beach, California, you son of a bitch.
Stinger.
His
What famous sitcom took place in Newport Beach, California?
Full House.
I'll give you a hint.
San Francisco.
People with taste
It's
like
sad-
this
it's
show.
sad that you know
Cheers.
People with taste like this. Cheers.
People with taste, Newport Beach, California.
They're making a movie out of it. Or at least that they've told us this for like 4 years.
that.
Three's
Three's Company.
Arrested Development, 15 points for Pepper.
Hey.
And I do have taste, people. Taste for shit.
Whoa.
Patrice, the late great Patrice O'Neill.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
Newport Beach, he was in Arrested Development.
Yeah, that's right.
He was in the fucking Banana Stand,
He was in
right?
Banana Stand. He was the ex-convict.
God
yeah.
damn, is that a great show?
Yeah.
And I'll be honest.
Did you watch the new season?
I didn't see
Yeah.
it when it first came out. Yeah, of course. I loved it, but small, slight criticism is the strength of the show is that they have so many great characters that all of the plots are great.
Yes.
When you concentrate on just one character, it slows the pace of the comedy
That's
down.
the way they had to do it. And I think with those limitations, they did an amazing job. But,
Yeah,
we're
like-
talking about
Yes,
something
you're right. But
the way-
I liked it. For the record, I liked the show,
Right, but
the
way-
season.
The way they layered the fourth season together, where you had to watch all 12 of them, so
You
that
had
you could
to,
go, like you
yeah.
had to go back and watch it a second time because every individual character story, you saw everyone else's story happening in the background.
Look at Gabe. Now he wants to be on the fucking Watchers over here.
But who's
I was already on the Watchers.
who's the chick? The blonde-haired chick, the sister.
Portia de Rossi?
Portia de
Yeah.
Rossi,
What
yeah.
what happened to her? She
got
all
face
weird.
surgery.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
She got face
yeah,
surgery.
she got some,
anorexia, too.
That was sad to see, by the
Anorexia,
way,
too.
because I found her to be incredibly good looking.
Yeah.
In her first it was like the third episode in the season. I didn't recognize her.
I didn't
Yeah,
either.
yeah, yeah.
And by the way, she wasn't old. She
No.
actually somehow got plastic surgery to make herself look old.
Really?
So she's the first person in the history of the fucking
odd.
world to like get a reverse fucking facelift.
It took me so far out of it that I was like questioning: is this the same character? Is this
Yeah.
supposed to be the same?
Plus,
person?
she cut her hair.
Yeah,
Everything.
she got a cut.
Look,
No, I was like, fuck this. I used to really want to bang her.
Yeah.
I'll just go back to banging Joseph Fiennes. You know, forget about it. Right,
Now,
Pep?
before we get out of here, did you watch Game of Thrones?
Oh, fuck. Yes, I did.
What'd you think?
Well, listen, folks. Game of Thrones is now the official best show on television, and you can all go suck shit if you don't agree. Furthermore,
Unpleasant.
I was in on Game of Thrones from day one.
Awful mental.
So I
No, you
feel good
weren't.
about
you're
myself.
reading the
I didn't
books?
read the books, but I saw the series premiere
Okay.
the night it came out,
Second
and I've
wave.
seen everything. So I ain't do this shit. And because I just said on Twitter something about thank God Peter Dinklage is still alive. And oh God, I got 30 fucking tweets. You fucking ruined it, you fucking asshole.
So the people who were yelling at you wanted Peter Dinklage to die.
I don't know. I just did this tweet on Monday.
Peter Dinklage is an actual person.
Didn't you watch it last night?
By the way.
He's just a thought.
Not a character.
I don't know his name on the show. Tyrion?
Either way. You said
Tyrion?
Peter Dinklage is still
Tyrion.
alive, and you were
Tyrion?
happy about that.
Tyrion
Didn't give
Lannister.
anything away.
Tyrion. I was glad when he shot the old man. I was glad when he shot the villain from Last Action
While
Hero.
he's taking a shit.
They should have gave him the weird eyes. Like,
Yeah,
He's
they
the
gave him
villain
the
from
contact
The
lens.
Golden Child.
Yeah, but he's only Last Action Hero to me with the fucking cool contact lenses.
Fucking Golden
the
Child,
happy
dude.
face.
Last Action Hero.
Eddie Murphy, motherfucker.
Last Action Hero.
Whatever.
This is turning into an episode of The Watchers.
I think we have a Watchers next week when Roy's back. From
Yes.
if he comes
he's
back
coming
from
back?
his bizarre Crocodile
I was
Dundee
told
voyage.
this was a permanent change.
There's no way it's a permanent change. Do you know the amount of death threats I get from having you on this show?
Watch this. Yeah, that's why.
I get people all the time that I got
Maybe I should go.
I got people all the time that said, "Please throw Gabe off the fucking balcony." And I said, "No, what?
Let me close
Do
on
I
the
have
chat.
to murder Gabe?"
Hang on one second. I don't want Gabe to
Wait,
see
no,
this.
why are you putting chat on the giant
No,
screen?
no, I'm closing it down. I don't want you to see it.
Well, you know what? I think you're doing a good job.
Me
all right.
too, Gabe.
Oh,
All right.
Look very handsome.
All right, Shono.
It's time
It's time.
for to play the Primer song again, or
No.
Oh,
Let's wrap it up.
right.
Let's inform everyone that next week we will be having another show and hopefully a Watchers. I think we're due for one. And there you have it. So a lot is going on in sports. Now we're going to hit a bit of a dry season, though.
No, we're not.
Yeah, no basketball.
No, we're not.
No hoops, no hockey.
No, we're not.
Are you gonna watch some?
I
some
forgot.
World Cup,
Watch
though?
some World
I am.
Cup.
I fucking forgot. Little Fruit Loops over here with his World
Ow.
Cup.
Whoa.
I actually am watching.
Hey.
World
That's
Cup.
fighting
I'm enjoying it
words.
as well.
Yeah.
Now, you know what? I actually watched the America-Ghana game, and
was great. It was great.
I thought it was excellent. So I will be tuning into the World Cup.
Spain, Chile.
Hey,
tomorrow.
fun fact. You know what? Know who Al Qaeda's favorite soccer team is in the World
Algeria.
Iran?
Cup? Algeria.
Algeria?
Yeah.
It sounds like Al Qaeda, but
And you know
with
what? They
Nigeria
lost
at
today.
the end.
I was pissed
To
about
Belgium.
Who did Algeria lose to?
Belgium.
Take that, Al
That's
Qaeda.
right.
Yeah. 9/11.
No, what?
I mean, we're against 9/11 is what I meant.
I actually started to chant without
I
thinking.
meant
All right, can we just please?
like anti-Al Qaeda is what I
Right.
meant. Everyone knows what I meant.
that. Just end the show.
Belgium.
For
Please.
Eastside Dave and Chris Pepper Stanley and Sean O'Barry and Gabriel
Thank you.
DeLeon
Lovely.
and our good pal Eric and of course Chris, aka his new name is Salt.
Yeah.
And of course the absent Roy Schaefer. We'd like to say good night, everybody.